Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about.
Good morning, and welcome to the program we call Congress. We are on YouTube and on Facebook. Also, we discuss issue the front page of the different newspaper in the Polnado for the morning. And after we can don't look at waiting them paper they say we they bring people them inside where they help we follow we see waiting italic. Okay, so normally the Congress they can get different tastes. It depends on the person where you get inside the program for the morning. And sometimes they the colors, sometimes it can sour, sometimes it can get some kind of taste way we not can understand. But not all time. Sometimes then it can really good for it. Alright, so what do we get today? I promise you, not gonna say today it's delicious. I promise you. And I don't know again how to put them. It's really delicious, yummy, good, sweet. Me self way there, so I just don't taste a small bit no more. From waiting the producer don't put for me before the plate. Small bit no more. Now I say, hey, stop, not taste again. Continue for do what you do. Now say, okay, sir, sorry, sir. So this morning, no go non-side, share the program and like them as well, so that other people them go benefit from waiting they can benefit inside the program. Okay? So let me go and let me watch quick one, then we bring and come inside. So whilst we do this, you go to share and like the program. For you where they join me for the first time, subscribe as well. AZ newspaper say BSL allocate $10 million to support feed salon project. President Bio receives a tribunal report on former Auditor General. And you as well get other story there waiting inside this edition of the AZ. The next one are the OWL newspaper. Worrisome as APC produces RRF forms. And you as well get Labour Minister addresses 112 ILC. Freetown City Council engages over 1,000 youth in citywide flood mitigation activities. The next one now the City Hunter newspaper. BO receives new director of Sierra Leone Bar Association. German investor wants justice. Deputy Minister in $10,000 scandal, and Batista Michael Esquire voices concern over electoral reform and national unity. The next one, now the daybreak, we say my travels brings dividend to Sierra Leone. President Bio says First Lady engages female MPs, and the other paper, now the Standard Times newspaper, German investor duped $10,000, SLPP minister implicated, prohibition of child marriage bill, First Lady shines bright. Sky Times newspaper say embrace the power of the sun as S&H investment offers comprehensive solar solution. Parliament clears Gento of alleged double payment. We go to the next paper, where the Vindicator newspaper, Public Accounts Committee vindicate Rokel Commercial Bank duplicated user IDs. World Bank evaluates $40 million project in Sierra Leone. And the other story for inside this edition of the Vindicator, Public Review say for accountable governance project, World Bank team get $40 million. And you as well get EcoBank commemorates, okay. We get other story there for inside this edition of the Public Review. The next one are the New Age newspaper, managing director of Managing Director of Sierra Leone Commercial Bank implicated in procurement fraud, and President Bio receives new directors of SLBA. The Africa 24 newspaper, SLFA executives seek for resolution, High Court order, and 33 billion euros GPFS at stake. And you as well get parliamentarians are poor. Deputy Speaker. The next one now, the women's voices will say First Lady leads discussion with female caucus on early child marriage bill 2024. Over allegations of double payment, MPs vindicate Gento group of companies. Gender Minister convene high-level stakeholders meeting to address sexual and gender-based violence. We go to the next one, Premier News. June 24th, elections. APC 6. Clarification over statistical inconsistencies, and you as well get all Ambassador Kouma urged states to uphold value of ECOWAS founding fathers. The next one at the open space, we say at 9th SLAAM award ceremony, lifetime achievement award goes to Rokel Commercial Bank MD. At International Labour Congress conference in Geneva, Rado Soare showcases President Bills. And the next paper, now the Independent Observer newspaper say, for alleged double payment, PAC clears Gento Group, budget overruns 2022 fiscal year, Parliament lambast Finance Ministry. The next one, now the Peak newspaper will say, Borrangers crown champions for the third consecutive time. And you as well get Labour Minister initiate training to boost volunteerism management. The next one where we get inside the program, okay? So now all the paper and this way we get actually inside the program. We're not to waste any more time. Let's go straight and bring in person where we don't get inside the program this morning for let we can see how best we can able for put things together. Turn 1 to 2 to 4. And inside the program this morning, you don't share? You don't like? No. How you want for enjoy when you don't like it? Please like and share. I promise you, something there will make you smile. I promise you. Because this person, I not get wrong side. I not get paddy. Politician not in paddy. Yeah? Waiting an interest in a salon. So let we go. Like the program. Thank you. And we'll go straight to the person. The person where we get inside the program this morning, a filmmaker, a person where get passion for salon issue, a social commentator, a person where inside the salon politics right now, he can say, I tire, they go. They go because he get passion for them. So they avoid we at all. So in the program this morning, we get Arthur Pratt. Good morning, Arthur, and welcome to the program this morning.
Good morning, me people. And we are on a morning. And thank you for when call me back this morning.
So how this person manage see Arthur? For say Arthur people will just cannot tell her for cancer. How you manage to see her before they introduce her? Or waiting. Nearly, waiting happen. Now you see her. Okay, not a problem. Arthur, I think you that kind of person make you always steal people and so as you appear so. In fact, you appear you not appear you take people in. But anyway, now because of what you believe on. So Kushe, how things they go on so far?
Well, tell God thank you, things they go on well. It's just that see the situation of the country they always get your attention. And in as much as until you know you want for talk, you can just don't decide say well I go silent. The way things they happen, sometimes you are forced to say something because there are other people them way not able for talk and then depend on some of the statements that we they make for at least make them understand what they happen, but also let them get courage for able for team up, against the situation where they happen. So I make this morning I'm very happy where I found myself now away because I just said things I get statement for make on several issues. So when I get the call from the producer that they want me now this morning, I said, okay, I will not make those statements. Probably the program will make provision for those statements and they then come on and do. Because I see, for example, so Christmas that we get organization and they call APA, All Political Party Association. I get to talk to Prince Coker when I did before na APA. I get to tell Prince making if you don't know side you come on, you know side you go.
And I think I blame yourself now. One person I blame now. Now train this guy.
No, yes, that is it. Then make I get for talk to. I make I want for. I be one make I. That Prince no see. No, well, make I tell you, yeah. Me now to be very candid, where some of these things they happen, people are not going to understand why they always vex for the former president because. You know, we just take somebody because they didn't want political party, when I put us on side. So now they clean and then come back, they flag them so. And all of them political party there. So tell me who's one way get 5 votes now any ward. I'm not talking about a constituency, I'm talking about a ward. None of them not get 1 seat na local council. None of them not able for 10 votes na any ward. But now them political party there, now some of the biggest problem na Sierra Leone. Now then they gang up with certain bad leadership in Sierra Leone. These are the bad eggs. And I tell God, thank you, when they pull themselves now because now they get for give me chance for analyze them and let the people and know say whatever they do now in Sierra Leone, whether they are going to demonstrate, whether they are going to do anything in Sierra Leone, it's not just against Madabio. It's not just against the illegal SLPP power government. It should be against bad politicians in Sierra Leone. It's item roots them out of Sierra Leone and get them out of the system. Institutions like APA or APIA, how they call that institution, should not supposed to exist. How political parties then forget an organization? Now conflict of interest. Because you not only go engage one side, political parties should be organization on their own, independent, working for the young people at the different constituencies, coming up with different ideas and being able to deal with issues differently. But now when I go get a conglomerate, I go get and I go make accept to an organization or an association. And then when I now the effect against the people there. From where tripartite begin, you know body. You know talk. You know say no power this and that. You know make strong moves. Now when the tripartite for end, now you they can put your face. You face for destroy a situation where for can we country go before. You want for can make the situation to a joke, means you place. They don't make me at one this morning. But let me go ahead.
Interesting thing, I be just they analyze in the mortal man before this time. been the waka theater group to theater group, the bigger 5,000 with Ben Susna foot and file the waka. Now that same kind of business they don't take care of na national politics. They kind more people and they not supposed to offend them place in that kind of position. And interesting thing, it don't make it very clear for everybody to understand the kind of human being to be. A real human being, the kind of person will be say the only thing we care about as prince. Now forget one bag dress. Anything we once you get one bag dress, anything we not bad is supporter.
Prince has been doing this not to now. Make I tell you. Prince now because when Prince don't waka for fair. Remember say Prince na Aliyah that they did together. Aliyah make something very very positive of in life. Aliyah move forward. You understand me? Prince on the waka forget working on the work. Now Prince I think go join I think na Sobe.
PDP.
PDP now the Prince go. And then when they come from when they look for the next leader of APA, they can push Prince go before as young boy. So no give young boy this position. That was how Prince them put him na PDP then go make him head of APA. And from when they make Prince head of APA, like you rightly said, now so bad decisions. So destructive thing and Prince said the Prince not care. I don't attack Prince na street for issues them. I don't attack Prince na street. And he go funny for the people and no say Prince open him mouth to tell me say, but now so we survive. Now so we survive. During this, the very first time of Madabio, now so we survive. How you want to make us survive? Now when you bang area, that you eat here, now so you survive. And that is bad. These are the things we must stand up to change. We have to end that. Politicians like Prince so Ben Kalfala demo now disgrace to young people in Sierra Leone. We must end them.
Okay. Continuing for the way to inside the program now Congress. Now let me go quickly. Interesting, you don't talk about that one day. Let's drag you away first from this idle politicians and let's take you quickly to another set of people and where they feel the bitterness of waiting we salon people and they feel. But for the longest time they don't keep quiet, they don't shut up. The lawyers, they must see them beat them yesterday. To my gentle report one of the lawyer them say report them for cyberbullying. So all of the lawyers then put together go support them company yesterday. Interesting, the head of the CID, where himself a lawyer, instructs for them push all ado or arrest them, then beat some of them, take their phone in their hand. What do you think about that situation yesterday?
My brother, I'll tell you something. Very very sad.
Okay, continue for David to inside the program. This is the program we na Congress, right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We get as a part inside the program this morning as we discuss several issues them we get for do with things them where you want for your inside the country. Yes, also go ahead.
Yes, sorry, I get disconnected.
Yeah.
So it's a pity that situation like this they happen at Sierra Leone at this particular point in time where not supposed to happen. The Bar Association now one of the organizations that we will be hold in very, very high esteem. We get big respect for the Bar Association. But over the years, we don't see the politicization of the Bar Association. They don't politicize them to a way in which the Bar Association don't quickly become an arm of government.
Yeah.
Government, they make sure say government don't fight. Several government don't fight for make sure say they get their own kind of leadership na the Bar Association.
Correct.
Just so that they're able for intimidate the judiciary, and they're also able for get them way into the judiciary when a disgrace. We see this past election of the Bar Association we disgracefully Ben Kenfala carry policeman and go there. Me I see video where the policeman and they tell you say Ben Kenfala tell them say the only people where they for allowed inside the space where they go vote now people that will get blue wristband in their hand. If you don't get that blue wristband then they go inside it. Where now a disgrace you they use state apparatus for suppress people. Bar Association is an independent organization. Irrespective of the fact that say that they get subventions from government, it's an independent organization, independent of government, and therefore should have an independent voice. But it's a disgrace. Me from the time of John to say they pull up on politics, now I know say I suspecting and where they want put go before. And the suspicion can true that Madabio and Fatima Bio don't join for ensure say and the SLPP for ensure say them push Jeto in wealth for go before at all points. But waiting that they did not understand. They don't understand saying himself in the disgrace. And that they not even understand say it lay a bad bed for himself. Because when you look at the entire situation, you don't get nothing for tell people them way educated. You don't get nothing for tell people them way understand about the system. You don't get nothing for tell people that you don't get dignity of human. It's a shame that with all that education, she has no dignity of, you understand me, in herself. She cannot stand up for anything worthwhile. She cannot. You take your company car and go police for say what you call cyberbullying. Waiting at the cyberbullying. Everybody gets right freedom of expression to speak things where they feel to say go against them, things will hurt them. And if anybody that you are a public figure, I make like I always talk and some of we want power in a saloon. Now they feel for Sierra Leone, me, I talk about I want power in a Sierra Leone because you know what you do. When you become a political, first of all, a public figure, will they stop you the right for prosecute people then when they speak their mind concerning issues that surround you? You have no right to do that. Then they cannot England and America, now that's the rule, now England and America, when you become a public figure, you cannot prosecute people because they make statements against you or they make statements that reflect situations around you. You don't just do that. But we see what in the happen at Sierra Leone. And we see say this government don't make them the habit for ensure say they do all things pauper and by force. And at that pauper day, then we Sierra Leoneans then for use that pauper now for use for root and come up on yourself. I'm glad this thing happen with the lawyers. Let's tell you now. 1 minute. I really happy this thing happen with the lawyer them. You know what to make the talk so? One of the people that will lead to the destruction of Sierra Leone are the judiciary. They lead to the destruction of Sierra Leone. They allow themselves to be politicized. They allow themselves to be corrupt. And today, they don't get no voice. They don't get no power. So probably issues like this go bring them come together and let them begin for think aright, for act aright, and for do things properly. I want the judiciary, I want the lawyers for understand that if we not get an independent judiciary, we will not get a better country, and then self not enjoy the work. We need an independent judiciary. So in all of these things, what they call for Sierra Leoneans and for stand up and stand out and take action against this rotten pauper government, the bar association, lawyers with sound mind for ensure say they add their voice and then be part of it and then support things like this. Because there are a lot of stories that come out in CID yesterday, Papa. A lot of disgraceful stories that will come out in CID yesterday. OSD, they go points gun per lawyer, them, lawyer them, when they drag them, people in a grown, disrespecting lawyers, disrespecting people. Me, first time, even up to now, if you can Europe and America, lawyers can get serious respect within the judiciary system. Serious respect for police. Police don't just say, look any lawyer and say, I guess the lawyer anyhow do anything. Because the lawyer get right. He get right for intervene. Now they comping. They get right for gooding. They get right for ask for information. They get right for request. But I don't talk about because this government is a totalitarian government. This government bent on suppressing people. They bent on having their way and their will as they so desire. You understand me? They not care. This is one government will not care. They not get no respect for people. They don't get no respect for people's dignity. And it's a shame. It's really a shame.
Okay. Continue for the week. Let's take you now. I just be one forget your opinion into that particular issue. But let's bring you now inside the thing where that the most talked about, and where get for create a lot of tension there, whether somebody wants them or not, whether not positive tension or not, whether the government use state resources for put the situation under control or not, it creates tension. Whether not social media or not the mainstream, it actually get for create tension. Let me look at this thing. We see them paper so, them post, then link there, they pass now the social media. Say APC don't produce RRF form. Say APC don't write letter to ECSL for let ECSL clarify some figures them where they don't get. Say it's official. Say Samoa Kamara lead 58% of the 2023 vote. What do you make up of all of this thing?
Well, in the very first place, First of all, I want for applaud the APC for when they come out with that information. It's a very strong step. I don't know why make now can come out to that kind of information. Because for me, I think to see that information should have been out long ago, so that people can see and people can know, and probably that information would have triggered people to have been able to take a very strong action, so that by now we're not for deep and this kind of mess at all. We're not for deep and this kind of mess at all. But again, even with the APC, we see the boku infighting when they go inside it. We actually very frustrating, very frustrating. First of all, the release of this of this information from the APC is a shame on Sylvia Blyden. I want to make Sylvia Blyden listen because in a one post where they go and talk say, oh, APC no get no RF form, now lie and the line and this and that and that and this.
So if you make reference to Sylvia come out again recently and tell people and say APC just they fool themselves, whether they go formula, fake themselves or not with RF form. That's this recent one. So it's still to go against them. And even when we don't say they not get, now they say now fake, then just they try to fool themselves.
We know who Sylvia is. I know everyone, and I want that self to make a call in himself because it's not important. We know who Sylvia is, and we know that say not a person where they do anything for push Salongo before. All what thing they do now for push himself, push in your selfish desire and selfish plan and go before. And we need for ensure say Sierra Leone has any for ensure say then stop them. That's one. No, number two, the ECSL don't become a disgrace to the world. Sierra Leone have been one country with many people. Then I don't travel wide. And then say I go one of the countries in Africa and the world, Africa, where people get respect from Sierra Leone. There are a lot of things where people when they talk about Sierra Leone, we're very positive. But at this particular point in time, Sierra Leone will not get nothing for talk about. ECSL are complete disgrace. We all see how Mohamed Kone and Shossi is stifled the result. He stifled the result until today. Now he go please a master. For go present a report to a master. Without force, telling the people, when are the people that they pay them, the taxpayers that they pay them, waiting at the real result of the elections. He refused to come out, he refused to speak, he refused to say anything to the people of Sierra Leone, which is very frustrating. Very frustrating. And for this, I think to say people and for Olam, you understand me, and therefore the people and for ensure say the Olam in record. Mohamed Kone has not treated Sierra Leoneans with any decency. And that's not a sign of just Mohamed Kone, that's a sign of the SLPP. The SLPP never ever tried to treat Sierra Leoneans with any level of decency. It is a shame. Because at the end of the day, you only take this thing for representant to the person we on or to plan for destroy the nation. The person when you take the election for. That you not follow no democratic principles, you not follow no legal principles, you not copy examples where is supposed to copy from other chairman of that particular commission. We don't ensure say they always call the result during the election, break the result down, so that people understand the result, so that people see the reality of the result and they bring and come out. Only now for make a come out say he is taking a report of the elections to the president, not even the result. But anyhow, like I said, the APC did what I think they should have done. They don't come out with the thing. And me, I see the document. There are a lot of discrepancies. Mm-hmm. There are lots and lots of discrepancies that ECSL need to answer. But make I tell you this, ECSL will not answer. Because they know that the elections were stolen.
They're not the answer because of them things there. One of the co-chairs say, if the tripartite ask ECSL question, it left to ECSL for answer or not for answer. Nobody know the first thing. And secondly, we hear you say Madabio in CSSF don't they come out and ask waiting at tripartite. How about tripartite get the result? And we see all of them things there. So now the question is, you said don't talk and say why now APC pull them things there. Few days, like 3 or 4 days for let this thing come to end. Whose impact will you say this go create?
To be very, very candid, it's a mixed feeling. At this particular point in time, I don't think it gets any viable impact for creates. I don't go lie tell anybody. Because the fact of the matter is, like you said, I wanted to mention that video. Matter be making fun of the tripartite committee, it will water down the effect. I want to make people understand, say that has been Madabio in strategy. Making fun of important, pertinent issues. Remember when people talk about Madabio in traveling issue, Madabio the travel up and down, he made fun of it and tried for kill him. Now they make fun of the tripartite for make people feel to say the tripartite not important. If the tripartite wasn't important, why Madabio get himself like the tripartite? Why? Why get himself like the tripartite? If it wasn't important, why allow that for go on?
Because he say the tripartite not to for examine the 2023 election. That now waiting common motto. And he say now just for reform, election reform, and see waiting will be the strategy for the next election.
Part of election reform now for examine the immediate past election. Now the immediate past election and they then determine a reform. Issues surrounding the immediate past elections then determine the reasons for a reform.
But look at this again. You right saying and they determine, then they examine waiting wrong, and then they aim for do reform for the next one. But listen this one. Peace Commission, where na them set up the whole thing, na then the host, say this committee not they overturn no election result. American Embassy, Madabio, the only set of people we say we wait for the outcome, na the APC. Waiting, who's we day for say all of the one them way they around, then just one for lay the tension calm down, or now the reality then they tell you and APC not for tell you waiting the reality yet.
Okay, make I tell you something.
Please.
The committee is not outrightly empowered to overturn the election. But the committee is technically empowered to overturn the election. How? There are statements in the committee we know say all the recommendations that the tripartite for give should be implemented. And the question there, and that's people in the whole, the question there is this: if the tripartite recommend a rerun of election, will the elections not be rerun? You understand what I say? But make I tell you something, people there. Let's tell people something. Sierra Leoneans for stop or depend on the international community for fix things for them.
There you go.
We must begin to take the bull by the horn and fix things for ourselves. We cannot wait for tripartite to fix anything for us because it can just be another scheme for deceive we and lead people astray. And this is not about, like I said in the beginning, this is not an LPC SLPP thing. This is something that has to deal with our life, that has to deal with our future, that has to deal with our children. This is something that has to do with our country. We must take the bull by the horn and fix Sierra Leone. Whatever we will need for doing, elect we get for demonstrate, elect we get for sit at home for 3 months, for ensure say this particular government take we seriously. We must be ready to do it. We must be willing to make the sacrifices. Others be don't die for this thing, for this country. And some of we has to be ready to stick out our neck to ensure that things change in Sierra Leone. If Sierra Leoneans are not able to team up for themselves and by themselves, united in a purpose, we country no go be with them. We go always there in slavery. Slavery to politicians and slavery to the West. You understand? We go always there in slavery. So we have to redeem ourselves from mental slavery and from physical slavery, from economic slavery, from political slavery. We need to work for emancipate ourselves. Our country not get no justice.
Let's give you this quotation from Marabio. It just relates to this, but in the criminal version. President Bio, we should not just celebrate independence. We should also behave and act like an independent nation. That's why we fully funded our recently concluded elections.
It's a shame for them to lie and people and say, first of all, Sierra Leone fund the elections. It's a shame with all the record we get of funding will come out from European Union and other areas. Then you go lent box na Guinea, now you fund that. I lent you go lent box na Guinea, not all you fund that. The money they always come. UNDP after the elections, we not see how people them they collect when a UNDP pay the money. And Madabio disgracefully they lie. It shows that this particular man who will get a president is not worthy to represent us.
Okay, so let we assume say now we fund the election, but because now we fund them, so we for do all kind alaki we want for do.
No, that is it. I'm coming to that.
Okay.
I'm coming to that. This man is first of all not worthy. He's not worthy because of the lie. There are evidences that not we fund the entire election. Now, make I tell you, so that can answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
These people are not Democrats. You understand me? These people are not Democrats. And the SLPP has never been a democratic party. The SLPP has always been a party moving towards totalitarianism. The one party state where Sierra Leone will become, not so persuading to that Lord you. Now SLPP under the Magais. You understand me? Albert Magai. And they draw that lobby. Shaka Stevens just implement them. You understand me? Certain criminal laws that we've been doing before. Not to be APC pusher more. Now been the SLPP. You get what I say?
Yes.
These people have always been moving towards totalitarianism because they get them in them blood in them. They think to say they are the only one people qualify. And that's a thing to say them better pass everybody. Everybody under them are dogs. So they can treat people them as they like, which is very, very sad, my brother. Which is very, very sad. So because these people have no respect for principles, they do everything. They have no respect for democratic principles. Because if you have respect for democratic principles, elect na lie figure. Una for don't force corner for respect the people then. But for sure, they not even respect the people then. Tell me one thing where the SLPP Madabio governments don't do when are in respect of the voice of the citizens of Sierra Leone. Tell me one thing. Then there's the when take Soja Man away and the chief of defense staff then sack Soja Man. Then this the also. Say they put them on trial, then sack them, they leave them of their duty. Say what thing do? They question, they talk about politics. But look at the funny thing, look at the irony of it. We see video come out when Madabio they address Soja Man the way Soja Man and OSD them, where he feed them, whether on a dinner, on a party, on a lunch in it for them, they feed them. And he tell them, say, anybody we can this term, bullet for bullet. For the second term, bullet for bullet. What they catch mother being? What they catch mother? Mother being, what's your problem? What's now your problem? What's now this thing where they make? Now you always they draw blood. Now you always they desire blood. Now you always they look out for ensure say blood be shed. Why? What's in this thing between you and blood in Sierra Leone? People, you know, I go always blame Anes by Koroma for what we go through. Sierra Leoneans no go understand, but I go always blame Anes by Koroma because I didn't have the chance and the opportunity to have put that nation through proper reforms, judicial reforms, electoral reforms, where for make people that like Madabio, you know, for smell that presidency. People that like Madabio, you know, for carry that presidency. Look how Madabio West they behave. Look how Fatima they behave. And look now, I've sent this message to APC women parliamentarians. Una where they sit down with Fatima Bill for draw laws. They say they draw laws for fix the laws against early child marriage. Now ask you this question, yeah. The free medical for pregnant women, lactating mothers, and pregnant women and under fives has been totally destroyed by this government. If that woman not fix that thing, if this government not fix that thing, if you the woman of APC una for do anything political with Fatima Bio, una no get shame. Any APC parliamentarian we sit down with Fatima Bio for do anything, una no get shame. Fatima Bio, all the things they do, not they do one for the betterment of Sierra Leone, they do one for a name. They do one for a name. If Fatima Bio had wanted to help the women of Sierra Leone and the children, Fatima Bio not to go put Pikin and Bondo on a Sunday. Put almost 100 Pikin and Bondo on a Sunday, then stop church. They stop church and they stop things going. If Fatima Bio had wanted to help the children and the women of Sierra Leone, Fatima Bio they no go sabotage the free health care when Mrs. Koroma do. They no go sabotage them. If Fatima be willing for help people them of Sierra Leone, you know go take over $2 million where he said that now for pad. Send them go to an East African country for let them so pad. If I don't take that money, they give picking in Sierra Leone. People in Sierra Leone, when I tell us them, within that thing, they then sow them pad for them. But you know they go import pad, cheap thing like that, they come back in Sierra Leone. So make people understand this thing. These governments, they fight for do things the last minute for making name for themselves. So therefore, the opposition should avoid them. Avoid anything SLPP. Avoid anything Fatima Bio. Avoid anything Mada Bio. Anything SLPP. This APC opposition in parliament should avoid them completely.
Right. Let me go quickly to another issue again. We're very much important. Now yesterday, now I finished the social media again, and the mainstream media. The issue of the Auditor General, Lara Telopias and in deputy. Larry, this small thing for you quickly. We come out from the government of Salon, Office of the Press Secretary. I just take the first paragraph. Yeah, he say. His Excellency the President, Julius Madabio, has received a booklet containing the report, which includes the facts, findings, and recommendations from the tribunal to investigate the former Auditor General, Mrs. Lara Taylor Pierce, and Deputy Auditor General not to me on a state house. Tamba Momo. Okay? So, but the thing where they look into this now, they say they don't put together the facts and they don't able forget the recommendation. But going forward, let's take you to another piece again on this same thing. Yeah, where now from Ahmed Said Nasrallah, well the slash president, he said, let me clear people in the same as they go along, please. Okay. He said, this is not what he says. From everything said, we don't try for put real sense into our yesterday. He said from tribunal to state house. I just learned with great surprise that the tribunal report on Lara Telopias and a deputy has been presented to President Bio, whose office is the plaintiff in the matter. I thought this was a public hearing, yet the report is not public. So the talk and go, talk and come. The report not only not make them public, but even the one them way now then they lay complaint to I'm not sure they don't even know about what's in inside this report. The one way go lay complaint, where they don't when I pay the one they way for look into the case. Now then they take them back, they just go give one green. I know if I see this they happen at courts inside the country. What do you think?
Yeah, so this is not a special tribunal we then set up for this woman in this situation. But the truth of the matter is like Nasrallah say, Mr. Sephora said that yesterday. That was what I asked. Why was the report not made public? In fact, some of the findings of the tribunal, you understand me, should, not to some, the findings should have been given to the lawyers of the accused. Layati Lopias and Momo, then they lawyer them for don't get the report. You understand me? And for don't get the findings. But because, like I said, Marabu not gets no respect for the rule of law. In fact, when I read the statements the people that will go present the report make, when I read the statement, I was so angry, I was so pissed off. I was angry because of the level of hypocrisy, they stink. I was angry because of the level of how they have sold themselves. They sell their soul to the devil. Because the whole thing here is this, yeah. In situations like this, any side in the world, for make sure say they save their your name, therefore don't make the reports public. Therefore don't give the reports out so that people can see what they do. But now nobody knows what is on the report. What if what is on the report does not favor Julius Madabio, and then he turn tomorrow and say, doctor the report. Yes, people have done this before. Yes, edit the report, doctor the report. They've done it before. We've seen it. We've seen it being done before. And in fact, na dem trick. This na thing wey SLPP don use for do. For doctor report, for save them. But at the end of the day, I want make this the people also, now this panel understand say what they did was not democratic. Because one of the things they emphasize that the steps when the president take was the most democratic. It was never democratic. And una action make them very, very undemocratic in the first place. And it is not judicious in the sense it is not right. It is not right. Sometimes when government becomes the plaintiff or the defense in any situation, treat it as how you will treat two people, you understand me, or two entities will meet up in any case. Treat them that kind of same way. Now that's the bring peace in the country. But make I tell you,
but wait, Afo, you know, the one where na in set up the committee. Now in the same individual where the case surrounded around. Now in them point finger and say corrupt. Now in the one where bring false receipts from a Lebanon trip who say he go sleep, he not pay, they falsify the receipt and can't give, and then the people them say no, they're not this not to get the receipt to. And in fact this man get for pay now. Now this not the same person in office where they accuse say double dipping take place. Now this not the same person in office where they accuse say possible money laundering they take place. It took boku money na hand. Can't go say they go take treatment. A whole president not get mind for do bank transfer. They refer to that as possible double dipping. Now this na the same person wey take pharmaceutical company for hire plane private jet for am for go na Lebanon for go serve honeymoon or whatever thing he go do. And na this same person they set up this same committee again for look inside. But the finger wey
so that's the thing. That's the thing. I make I always talk say you don't say it all. But the reason we make this they happen are because we don't get a proper system. We don't get a system in which people don't use for just go away with crimes. They don't use for paint other people with crimes and then escape crimes. As we see they happen under Madabian government, under this SLPP. Then we don't use for say that kind of thing. That's the reason why I'm saying Sierra Leoneans need to stand up. Mr. People, if we're not team up for break the yoke of this SLPP pauper and then bad politicians in Sierra Leone, Salon go suffer. Because they go suppress all the good people. They go suppress all the people that will fight for the waiting right. Then they don't go only suppress them, they go kill them, they go silence them, and they go destroy them. In a system like this, what I was expecting is that these documents will have been made public and then probably tabled in parliament. For all I care. Or because it's a tribunal, allow who should appeal. It should take a proper legal process. Findings made public, and if president you don't win, if president you don't want for showing like for say, well, I'm a good president, I respect the law, let make that in the public. And then if it's in favor, let him go appeal in the court. Because it's a judicial process. That is what should happen. But like I said, because these people are bent on destroying the country. Let me tell you something, brother. From where this issue, when they raised this issue, the reason why they raised this issue with Lara was because they don't want State House to be audited. If we know the amount of money which State House don't use from that time to now, it's very, very shocking.
So before you tell me about that one day, let me remind yourself about something. You just don't talk again, say State House no one for be audited. You remember one time under Priscilla Schwartz, when the former Attorney General Minister of Justice, it developed a particular paper where they carry on a parliament where they refer to as unaccounted interest. That thing they not for audit the office of the president on any couple where it is spent. And then now on that particular unaccounted interest, Honorable Gevao being lobby parliamentarians them say he get 50 million for anybody when they sit on at that committee day. You remember that audio day? You remember that case day?
I remember.
Fine.
I remember.
So all of this came up. When all of that failed, when they insisted the public bounce on that day, it failed. Now it make now Marabio they go spend, but now it falsify receipts and can't give the country. Then when this woman pick them up now, it turn enemy of state.
I remember him very, very well. I remember him like yesterday. I'll tell you something. Yeah. And I'll tell other people in this thing. We have a system that is so rotten that's very, very difficult for no other way for trust. We have a system, funnily Sierra Leoneans then vote in or then bring in or allow in a particular kind of government that has been very, very determined to have its way. Julius Manabi don't be very determined for making them get their way and make them do waiting they want for do. And I tell you this thing again, my brother, they are very willing to ensure that they do anything to get them way with the system for let them be free, even if it means bending the laws. Even if it means bending the laws, they are willing to do that. They are not ashamed. And the only government this way not ashamed for involved in corruption and look when we are until we say they are not corrupt.
So also, let we not stretch this talk. Say the government, only government. Let we narrow and down to a particular side when at the head. And the only president display not the shame for corruption.
No, of course that is it. That is the truth. What to make I say government now because the thing has become a web. It is now a web. You understand me? And like a spider web, all connect to the spider. And none of the web not willing for cut off. You understand me? And say, I will disconnect and not mix. The one grain small edge of the web will say, I not mix. When at the web, the part of the web will they check all others to make sure say they're accountable. Now they don't fit so finally. Madam, you forcefully fight to hold the parliament, the legislature, the seat of lawmaking. You also forcefully fight for all the judiciary. You understand me? How he do all through corrupt means, he forcefully ensures he enforces himself as the supreme leader over the police force and all of them thing and make I tell you this. All of them people there go always tell you say they want legal reforms in the country, but they are never sincere with legal reforms. Because they know that if they allow the legal reforms in Sierra Leone, you get me, at the end of the day, then therefore hold them responsible. These are the reasons why they add my voice to Sierra Leoneans then we take action. Because we need to get the necessary reforms before we go into any, before we allow any government for run again at this country. There has to be reforms. Judicial reforms should be a must. My brother, I tell you, I sometimes I just sit down, I cry by myself. You know what I cry? I look me on people them. This is why they talk and people them. I'm not facing that. I'm not cry, but I know what they talk. I look me on people them, and I think how the kind of respect what they may get in those days. Creole judges. One of the reasons we make people them be afraid for going to court, when they afraid court, and because the judge that we been dated and telling this now being like they get Creole, very, very upright men where you cannot bribe them. You cannot bribe them. They not care. A whole judge not care for what are going to court. A whole judge not care for makes he just only bargain with them call. He just not care. But you cannot take away his integrity. Today, them picking them, then Creole picking the way them born. They sell the birthright for Kokoyebe. They break the arm that should have saved the country. That's why they sell them. Listen, I hold Shaka Stephen in high esteem for one thing. Shaka Stephen may get one knowledge. He knows which ethnic group are they put whose side where they succeed. He know that one day. You get me? You know the character of all, you know the character of every ethnic group. You know the character of individuals. We together put some side for let them succeed. That is something I can never take. Nobody can take it from Shaka Stevens. That knowledge we got here. So for me, in as much as all of the mistakes, in terms of building a unified country, Shaka Stevens succeed. In terms of showing that you get people with certain morals and certain standards in some place, Shaka Stevens succeed. If you look at the story surrounding Shaka Stevens and the killing of Ecsl Bangura, former governor of the Bank of Sierra Leone with highway there all. You go understand, say, no we agree, say Shaka Stevens hire highway for go kill Bangura. But let's tell you something. You know why he go hire highway for go kill Bangura? Because he knows he will not get his way with the courts, with the legal system. He knows that there are many in the legal system he can never bribe. But now, to bribe the legal system in Sierra Leone is just na like a way more in the beginning quarter.
You don't even need for bribe them. Some of them they willing for come up to Isepa, sending the case number already because they want to
we
stay
ready
at
for
the
the
power.
one. Yes, we ready for the one. Because for them now, it's about waiting with the eat every day. For them now, it's no longer about the country. It's no longer about the betterment of the country. It's no longer about the strength of the system. That is the reason why then people like get the guts for do what they do with
Lara Telopias. So
yes.
let's take you again to the audit service. You know, this thing they were I love so much. If you Congosa you way for claim the letter, you go Congosa you way back for canon the letter. Why I say this, Abdulaziz and in other one the way they are on right now, undermine Lara, undermine Tamba, we do legal work for help save the country in resources. But then Congosa them way, they undermine the way. Now they say self not get restart. Who say them sit down when they do whatever they do, then the scared say other people themselves go they do the same thing. So now that kind of system where you put Ogiri some side, it fly past everything for Ogiri.
All right, so actually,
look at what this Augustine Soyisembe Mara say, and this na him we dey pass to right now inside this last case. He say the subject of an investigation deserves to know allegations against them and the outcome of the findings or investigations of the tribunal or a trial of facts at the same time as the complainant or claimant. This is one of the eternal rules of natural justice. We shouldn't circumscribe these rules for political ends. What this simply means, the one that says way now then try, when now then complain then go lay. Two things will happen now. They don't know what make them suspend them. They don't know the outcome of this tribunal, waiting the findings or waiting, they not get any idea of that. They don't bend all the laws them. All the laws them, they don't bend.
All the rules they don't bend. All the rules. Okay, first of all, let's begin with this guy. What's his name again?
Soyisembe Mara.
Sorry. No, not so sorry. This guy na
Abdulaziz.
Abdulaziz. Me, I not going to make you call his name again, sir. Because make I tell you something, some of them people that will forget them total blackout. They are not important.
Very correct.
Abdulaziz not to today begin first liar, Telopias and Momo. Okay. He started it even under Anes Baiko woman.
Okay.
Yes. Because he failed to say Naim for Didi. Well, you know when for me, I know they say na so it be, but this is how I see him. When you don't first person with juju and with witchcraft, you know Ibuna. You don't use for fetch your way with juju and Congosa in life. Take them up with and with witchcraft, you know Ebola. Finally, you come on now do and you can't for fetch the person with juju and with witchcraft. You come on now do you mix the juju and you make an agbagba with they say, look me, now me this now. I don't come on do now me this now. But this is the thing, yeah. The Bible says God now very God interesting. God make we understand say we not for be surprised and we not for rejoice at the prosperity of the wicked. Because he said the wicked will prosper. But what he say? He said they will scatter. Because the prosperity not stand. The prosperity of the wicked, Papa God make we know say it can never stand. Many of them will don't get themselves through gossiping, lying, and wickedness into seats. At this particular time, I know they like tell you, some man they peace by himself who say sit down. Because they know say the government where they in power not even get authority over the country. The government where they in power, we were there out of the country, we get more say than the government and the country. And they know say at some point there is going to be a change and they will pay for it. They will pay for their wickedness. They will pay because they don't like the country. And they will pay because for their own selfish means, they don't mind for sell the country. They don't mind for destroy the country. So like Abdulaziz and his squad, We gang up, they call them Council of Ahithophel. We gang up for destroy Sierra Leone. We left them in the sword of God. We left them in the wrath of God. God go deal with them. And when you look at what in so saying and just like the same thing what be talk just now. This thing was for follow the natural process of the law. You understand me? It's an hearing. And the hearing come about, that thing is a court. It's a set-up court. It's a tribunal.
And a public hearing.
It's a court. Good. It's a public hearing. Therefore, let me say the findings of the hearing is so long that the chairman of the tribunal not able to read all at the end. But this is what should have been done. That chairman of the tribunal for don't call all of them back and tell them, say, we don't make with findings. And probably just read some of the findings and hand over the findings to everybody. Let the findings become public. And then who that continue for be aggrieved, if na Lara continue for be aggrieved, you go seek the guest na higher court. But where I pass that tribunal. If na Manabio still aggrieved, then you go seek the guest.
But wait, how that will happen? Let's tell you what happened. Before they even start for sit up on this case, Lara take a case na court say he go ask for let them interpret what in the law say about an office. The one will be the Babatunde Edwards. From when he take the case, he just say na fitia na any speaking the pan. And the other day, na fitia the pan. How you go try for bring disrespect to the bar? Now I made a kick and so they can't kick and say let go rest. We talk and say they don't sack and they say no na leave you go. From where you go? They say na fitia, they're not looking into this. So if at the early stage you're not even for looking into that issue there, what do you think say will come out again at the court? Remember the PPRC chairman, now they part of that team there, and I'm mad at you.
Of course. Okay, so now this is the thing here. This is why I still insist say need reforms in Sierra Leone. The only way all of them problem they are solved. Now when we boot them, people they are common at power. SLPP for left power, APC not for go power. We must have an independent government set up by the people, waiting for ensure say reforms are made in such a way that politicians no go ever again able for use government apparatus for their own advantage.
Okay.
Because like I tell you something. The Malabio government was set up in such a way that Malabio ensures say all the people that we work with in government. These are people that we personally get power over. These are people that we one way or the other get bitterness against the APC. These are people that way it can control anyhow personally.
And you not get so. Not to guess you get so.
Of course.
Instead talk and say I go only work with who that support me or who that vote for me or possibly I get trust in. The program na Colores right on Riyadh, na YouTube and on Facebook. You might mute. Go ahead, that's all. You okay now? Go ahead.
All right. So make I tell you something. When you look at Julius man had a lot of full man, but no more na sense man we full. He doesn't make any talk say not of full man.
Okay.
He know I forgot that the people them way he able rule. But the other thing make sense man we full now because the thing that way he end up do, he not even able to hide the evidences. He not even able to hide anything. So for me, with all in sense we get, now full man at the end of the day. In caucus is made up of a family. In family, you understand me? And people them way when he talk, whether it's something like a say person, you don't juju some people them when they see them for free. And that kind of thing they look like say that guy they do. Where some people, where people them go see them for panic, they're for afraid. You understand me? They're for begin. People that time, you remember that time where the cotton skin for them. Remember that time the cotton skin for them. Fine. I've been there too. So I team up there. I go team up the side because I go take some pictures, do some things. Why I say the cotton skin? Now you might be candy. Where might be candy? People them when miss Sabi, we don't they talk against Malabi. When they begin say here, you see the part here, the part this. Sayalina will get one kind of mentality. I don't know how for call them. I was so pissed off that I just walk off common at the place. We get one kind of mentality where we just think to say we are slaves. You understand me?
Correct.
We get that kind of slave kind of mentality where we think to say we leader them, we afraid them. Listen, me a Christian, me a pastor. My Bible not tell me for afraid me leader. It tell me for honor him. You understand me? Well, we don't give to everybody. But I don't go tell you say we not honor him. But when you leadership mess up, you get for stand up. When leadership mess up, somebody must stand up. And for Babatunde, that was Babatunde in biggest mistake. I expect much from Babatunde because Babatunde, you not pastor. People don't know Babatunde na strong Christian. Why should you fall to that level? Apart from Babatunde being a strong Christian, let's show you back. This Senge one na the Siso. This David Senge. Today na Senge they go talk say in a Catholic. And they look Senge at the laugh. You see Senge one na the Siso. Senge have been tight born again. The time Senge in the school of medicine. He go do school of medicine at Sierra Leone. Year 1. Una ask her. Senge na they pray na when they pray na class. When they pray na class, they speak in tongues. They clap. They pray na class. Pass when lecturer they come in for stop them because they were old class. Now in day like today, so because he end up go Europe and from Europe to America, his mentality all don't change. He can think to say he can fit God and do any kind of thing and lie. Now he talk saying a Catholic. What he do? Because Catholic ne dey boku. He think to say go follow mother be in style. Not say I'm making yesterday. Saying we accept your apology, but we know you. And we know that you people are all not sincere. So I don't know why these people, they fall short in their character. Why do they fall short in such a way that at the end of the day, they are willing to dive into mess. Look what happened with Baba today. Look how they pull Mutokana in hand. These people not even learn lesson continuously. That this their power here, the people there with power, they destroy. You think to say na Lara Telopia Sona do. Lara Telopia get all right for appeal and ask the court for interpret a legal statute. They get all right. The court, the legal system make provisions for that. Why should you throw it out? That
and when all the courts then fail inside the country, international courts then they.
Of course, that disrespect so when they make so with Lara. Now, these are just things that they use for do to everybody.
Okay, but that surprised you with the last part of this particular Lara issue. You know, now this thing then to Mother Bill, and then according to what we understand, now that the next step gets for this say Mother Bill will send this particular document, go to Parliament for let them go vote for remove Lara Telopias permanently from the system. What do you think, Lara? Now that system they na Parliament right now with the kind of system where you see the kind of corruption and all. What do you think?
I tell you, me know initially that these are the things these people want to do. I know. And I know say they are bent on making sure that they use the system for remove Lara Telopias. Because once you go to Parliament, it becomes a law. But this is what I'm saying. Even if Mother Bill take this thing na Parliament, it's an ongoing fight. And Lara Telopias has to be ready to fight this fight. She's not fighting this fight anymore for herself. It is not this war is no longer about Lara. This war is about Sierra Leone. It's about upholding our laws, upholding the integrity of our system. Me, I know say all the SLPP politicians then go vote the way how they want for vote with Mother Bill, including the chief them. I know that one. But this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying this, and I repeat them over and over. We Sierra Leoneans have to stand up to change the system.
Oh yeah.
We have to change the system. Whatever it takes for us to change the system. You hear me saying up here?
Clear.
We get for doing. We get for doing. If you get for take some of we for the make constant statements, and me at the begin doing, make constant statements with people then, energize with people then, we get for pay the price and make the sacrifice for ensure say the system is changed. Because if you not change, with people they like Salona, una picking and not get no future in that country. But at the end of the day, we all go to run away can Europe and America. No. Beaucoup people are going to Europe and America, no one for Sidonia, make a tell on this. Sierra Leone is far better in many ways than the West. Me, I tell people that one day. You get me? Mm-hmm. When it comes to our humans living, we are far better. But what did happen to we today? We need for fix system, my brother.
Okay. All right. So now I want to take you again to another thing again where I probably think say you want for discourse, yeah? And I want to follow look at the contradictions then. Now you just don't talk before this time say, you know, you dey call on salon people them for actually stand up. You know, and now that we only look for see how we can help for stand up for actually changing nasty and rotten system inside the country right now. But I read this quotation. I just love for it certain things that this BNT where it will keep we up and running with some things that so person will say na me actually see the things in there. This now waiting Madabio say. He say, I will never shed blood of anyone to stay at State House. This now waiting Madabio say. But on the contrary, a minister of internal affairs say, he no say, for example, November 26, the one that will be come out, then he don't make up the mind for die. And this term, in this June, anybody will come out, let him know say, he will get for die. So, who that's now who that and who that they make statements for waiting. I don't understand. Madam only say this after we in fact first of all say bullet for bullet, when mean say na shed blood, then now he say he no go shed blood, and now a minister don't come and say shed blood. What do you think about all of the controversies there? They how do you call them?
Marabio very willing for shed blood. Marabio very willing for shed blood. Make I tell you, Marabio only make these statements because Sierra Leoneans can kick at waiting in the sea. But Marabio is going to shed blood. He's very, very willing to shed blood. And we know. And so people need for be attentive. Sierra Leoneans need for be very, very attentive to waiting this man they say, to waiting this man they do. So the statement and the plan. Oh, look, I'm saying that look not to go far. Every day when they take police, trucks and trucks of police, they patrol the one city. Yesterday, if I tell you this, people where they in the eastern call me, they tell me, say, over 20 trucks of police and soldier man them, well armed, they patrol the country. If you don't mean for kill people them, will you do that?
Good question. All right. I don't know, a very, very good question. You already watch the program. Don't forget for like and share the program. Yeah, and you will as well not subscribing to the platform. Please consider for subscribe, you know.
But, is that how we live our lives, my brother? Is that how we live our lives? What you as a president say? Very
All right, we almost come to the end of the program. Also, actually, they do some movement, and we don't hit inside in time. So, anytime from now, we could go the cutting down of this particular program this morning. We could find.
You don't get me?
Yes, I get you as well.
Fine. This man, they don't get we. They get we because at the end of the day, with tribal people who are very, very tribalistic, voted for this man. They are giving this man their support. And at the end of the day, what in the man they do? They rip the country. If they rip the country, the fits. And they always challenge Mother Bio and the people them. Let them tell we one project in that country they don't turn up. Let them just prove. Let them show we the field salon project. It don't turn up. It turn up like today. Field salon project.
I think now that side that the way you know are open because beaucoup money they and that we want to talk about, but not today. And yes. we don't get time for that again today. We could try for see how best we can able for friend time where we could discuss all of the issues also na net because right now you know I don't know how to put the thing they really beaucoup like you say they really beaucoup. So I go beg because you self to go now about your own business. Let we end up now so dead one and we go find one of them net there so we will come and studio also again and talk about the different issues. So as a way for let you left with what do you want for left with your salon people?
Well, I get one to I lead left with salon people them. I dey beg with people them at this time. Let me not allow them politicians they are for damping the zeal where we don't determine for roots they all come out. The zeal where they determine for ensure certain change. We not allow them for damping that zeal. Let we keep that fire burning. It doesn't matter the propaganda whether they do. It doesn't matter the sacrifice. We have to make the sacrifice. We have to be very willing to make the sacrifice. Like I said, This is not only about the SLPP, this is about rotten politicians. We dey root the SLPP and all rotten politicians from one other country. It's high time we see a change. We have to make a change. Some of you, we are tired. But you know what tell me say how me born and meet Sierra Leone. That's what Sierra Leone for lefa. No, it don't pass mark. It don't pass mark. These people have no respect for the system. They don't mind. They root the system that we face. They have no respect for the system. But when you an ordinary man, something happen to you, they go tell you say go police, go court, listen to the court. What in the judge say, right? But they don't go court. They don't go listen to what in the judge say, and they don't go follow the process. How long will politicians and people with money destroy? We allow them for destroy we the people of Sierra Leone. It's not gonna work. You not get for work. So do you understand people then? Let we brace ourselves. Find food for it. Then we brace ourselves and be determined that we must take one action this time around. One action and end all this nonsense. God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you as well, and get yourself a very good day.
Thank you.
All right, in him now Arthur Pat, we join me inside the program this morning for we discuss issues that we get to do with national interest. Well, now I will leave you this morning. You will watch the program, don't forget for like and share, and as well, you will not subscribe to the platform. Please consider for do so. Quick one, I want to tell you, say we still go on with the fundraising drive. Also, we want for raise some amount of money for actually get reports on them all over. For help we follow, we cover the outcome of the tripartite committee. So right now, as we talk, so yeah, you can do that on PayPal. You know, PayPal, where you can search for the name Sama Kuma, SAMMA Kuma, and then you can do any donation where you want to do. You can as well go to the Cash App and do the same thing, or you can as well help we. Sorry. Okay, sorry. And you can as well help we through with Zelle and or you want to send money one-on-one. If you want any further information, you can as well reach out to we, and then we can furnish you with the information there. So yeah, so this Sunday we will actually come and start the program when the combined voices when voice system from TPP, Mr. Common Talk, Pulnado TV, Kevin Mans, TVS, we na Alpha Kamara, and of course we had we na Sembe Pierre and Bible. So until we meet again, maybe something will come up. The Senegalese president in right now. After this, we actually show you something from the Senegal, president in visit as he come on a one-day visit to Saloon, and after which we will see waiting they come again. So please, anytime from now, when we done this program, we bring up the video for the visit of the Senegalese president, and whatever conversation, if we get access to that, we will as well bring account to you for the waiting happen. Until we meet again, my name is Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Thanks to you, we don't like, you we don't share, you we don't comment, you we don't view, but not take any action. Thank you very much. And you self we don't subscribe. Appreciate you so much. So please, 2 more people, and follow me go 925. So if you watch right now and you not subscribe it, do you consider for subscribe before you left we as we can end the program. Thanks to the producer for this program. We always don't put things them for we in place for that we get the kind cool rest we can get in the morning. Sometimes the cool rest, sometimes they can mistake, can put the rest in the fridge and the cool rest can rot in. Sometimes it can actually put them in the fridge where they make what we can get sound cool rest. So I don't know what we get this morning. If the cool rest this morning is okay, or the colors this morning is rotten, or is sour. I left to you for tell me what you think about the colors, okay? Yes, Niall, Bintu, Sheku, and all the one who watch you right now. I appreciate you now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mama Ebutigi, the pine said safe. Welcome, sir. How they go? Dr. Mama Ebutigi. All right, so until we meet again, we appreciate you all so much with big love from we all, okay? Thank you guys, appreciate you now, and get yourself a very good day.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala na we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, cool rest. Some man really like for it in the morning.
No. I see me family. Me family don't come. I be don't go bing, but I don't come. Okay, so George, how are you? How everything? Linda Thomas, and then we get. Let me see who that again. We get Frances Silla, Sylvia Palmer, and we get T Danke. August. Is it Augustine? Okay, August Conte. Yeah, uno all kushe and Cabo. Una thank you for the support una they give to we, Paul, Ka and Kebi, and Fatima Sise and J Dawes. Okay, Unisa. Thank you all. We appreciate una all support inside the program this morning. Legendary. How they go. How they go. Up to all. Okay. All right. So they take me leave now, and join you again, na net or any other time during the day. I love you all. Take care.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had.